Looks like a roller rink. That's pretty much it. That's all I would say. Welcome back to the RDN Roller Show. The boys are back. Second pod of the 2026 season.
Yeah,
Boys are buzzing. We're ready to go. We got Winter Nationals on clock here coming this weekend. But first, as always, we check in with the Philly, with our East Coast Philly correspondent, the other
yeah,
half of RDN, the other half of Roller Dad News,
yes,
Ian
sir.
American.
Things are going, man. Just prepping for winter nationals. So doing all my laundry, getting jerseys together, t-shirts. It's like so much.
The boys are La Beta Fusion going out to NARCH Winter
Yeah.
Nationals.
Pretty much a full local team aside from two guys. So just taking the rink guys out there like we did over the summer. We got Travis McKinney from Texas coming, and then we have another
You,
addition.
dude, I Texas Roller represents. That's
Texas
all I
roller,
gotta
dude. I
say.
had to throw it out there. And
Texas
we
Roller
got
represents.
Paul Lochner. I'm not sure how you pronounce
Lochner.
it. He's a Michigan boy. Played with Carshall Blast over the summer. He's a little bit of a grinder, so I'm glad to have him. But everyone else pretty much from Philly there. And then Trevor Mack as well. He's one of my boy Caldwell's buddies. He's played with like chemistry, blood and feathers and stuff. So he was going to be out there too. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I mean, getting all the rosters in, seeing all the rosters. It's always a like mystery who's gonna hop on whose team and stuff
I
like
mean,
that.
let's be honest, like you kind of
Yeah,
already know at this point, right?
yeah,
So it looks like PJ DiMartino's playing with Palma, which
yeah,
that's if Black Ice aren't going, he's always played with Palma. I even think since Huntington Beach era when Winter
yeah.
Nationals, you
First
know?
time we met, he was out there, yeah, playing
Yeah,
with
when you
them.
stalked me down in the rink in the side of the
Right.
corner. And then you got LeBeta Freeze. LeBeta Freeze is a 14-man show.
Yeah, picking up a lot of
I'm going to be
guys.
very biased. Probably the best goalie and tending duo there is. But like I said, I'm just being biased.
Yeah,
Two disgusting, dirty, nasty tendies.
30 guys.
Haven't seen Hopa NCI Phoenix. I gotta say something, and I guess we're gonna get into it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We're just gonna get into Narch Pro talk. We're gonna talk about got my little dandy list here, Beyond the Boards, Chapter 2. You guys like the Texas roller thing?
The Texas rollerboard.
It's back. Um, yeah, we'll get into Chapter 2, the Pinnacle, and that's really about the men side of things for the 2024 Palma Invitational or 2025.
Yeah.
So, but right now, let's just get into it. Let's get into some NARCH Winter Nationals talk. HOPA, NCI, Phoenix. Overall, there's 9 teams. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll list them first, and then we can kind of go by them. We got HOPA, La Beta Freeze, La Beta Fusion, Mach 1 Chemistry, Palma La Beta Golden Knights, PGKA Golden Knights, Skittles, Tour OC Blades, and then Unify Connex Black Ice 2.0.
2.0.
Probably the longest name there in roller at the moment.
Yeah, you got five.
I'm gonna pick a couple of like little, I guess you could say a gripe with some of these names. Okay,
All right.
these are Rob Wood's thoughts off the bat. These are
Off the
late
dome.
night coffee thoughts. Hopa NCI Phoenix, probably one of the most confusing names in roller. We gotta shorten this up. We
What
gotta
is
like
the, I guess it's North Cal inline.
Phoenix,
Uh, yeah,
Hopa. Let's just shorten this up and just be like Hopa NCI. Clean, nasty, right?
yeah.
I like the freeze. Lebeda Fusion, I like. Lebeda Fusion seems like a paintball team. I'm not gonna lie,
It looks
but
the
but
logo you made in ChatGPT looks like a paintball logo.
it
Honestly,
does.
like you can wear that like on your dome.
I mean, your name sounds like a paintball team.
Listen, they're both our sponsors,
Listen, Mach
and
1 chemistry sounds like an F1 Formula One team.
or like some sort of fighter jet, like
Yeah.
part of the army, like the Air Force.
To be honest with you, they kind of sound more like a motocross team.
Yeah, well, Mach 1, I think like you would think like racing right away.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I could see that. Yeah.
Palma Lebeda Golden Knights. That's OG. That's classic. Always been there. The one thing I will say, I know why they went away from the Cyclones.
Yeah, I missed
Palma
the
Cyclones was so clean. I loved those unis.
Yeah, we talked about. I think we like kind of picked our favorites of those.
Like the Dodgers ones.
Yeah, Dodgers ones are dope. They're sick.
Nasty. But yeah, I mean the other team names, I mean Unify Connex Black Ice 2.0, you got to get it in there. Maybe you just go Unify Connex instead of Black Ice. You remember the Deeb's Young Guns from Florida?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What if you just go with the Young Guns?
I guess I think Jay's probably just trying to
They're gonna get
keep it in the same family, I guess. I don't know. I
yeah,
know they
everyone's gonna
had,
get mad at my thoughts anyways, so it's okay.
yeah, Jay's gonna get mad at you regardless. I mean, OC Blades, that's OG too. Like you're not changing
Yeah,
that.
that's clean.
And then Skittles actually like always we had I forget I think it was Abamont, right? We had on we kind of asked them like, where did you guys get this name from? So he gave us kind of the background on the Skittles name. So like that's been pretty OG as well. Like they're an organization's been around for a
Well,
while.
it's clean too. Like Black Ice, very clean name. But when you get like with the confusing
The
thing going on,
sentences, like the sentences, like there's a lot
yeah,
of sentences. They're like partial sentences, but this I like on the Skittles like skits, like their logo just says skits. I think that's like a good little touch too. So, um, and for a while, like they had some of the sickest jerseys too. So
and they do those black ones are probably their nastiest ones.
yeah,
They've just had the whites, the reds for a while now. So
purples, yeah, purples,
purples,
black. They got a whole taste of rainbow sort of thing
absolutely.
on there.
So
Um,
getting into Narch Nationals, last year it was the Maven Dangle Dojo that ended up winning it. Kind of mostly, I would say some of the Palma guys. You know, you
yeah,
had Eton Jr., Moonies, but they had pretty much a good portion of the Golden Knights, and it was the Lebeda Freeze who they played in the championship, which was Lebeda Freeze's first, I guess you could say.
kind of
Or
their
no,
like breaking into the pro scene, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they return, let's say, pretty similar roster, a little different. You know, you got. I'll go through the roster. You got Alex McDonald, Brendan Baumgartner, Chris Rockman, Frankie Melton, Joaquin Chavera, Justin Greenberg, Kyle Novak, Lee Sweat. Haven't seen that name in a while.
I haven't seen that name in so long. I was typing that in. I was saying, what?
Lee
It was
Sweat,
long.
Billy Sweat, Mason Pilkington, my boy, Nick Olson, Peyton Valdez, and Troy Loggins. I'm not sure if Loggins will be there, guys on the coast, right?
Yeah, he's in the coast. They're back playing. He's only played 2 games since
And then
he
the two
came back.
tendies, Jimmy Teed and Jonathan Joy.
There you go. So yeah, they have a little bit of a different looking roster, but like with them, they're one of those teams that, they do pull from all these areas. So they have the ability to do that. So I don't know if this is going to be kind of maybe a look into what the future looks like for them too. I don't know. You're missing Jordan Greenberg on there, so Justin's brother. I'm sure he just can't make it, or maybe he's hurt or something. I'm not sure, but aside from that, they're able to pull some guys in off different rosters, right? So interesting to see AMAC on that, but I guess with like the Frankie Melton, like Roadrunner kind of connection there, interested to see him on there because he's boys with all those Phoenix boys guys who are playing on NCI, right? So from what I understand, it sounds like they have their guys
Yeah, I
like
didn't see the roster for Hopa.
yeah, he didn't send it to me yet, but I think from what I heard, because I was asking a few guys in Cali, like, hey, who you playing for? Travis Meyer. I played with him for revision, played with him on the Shakers. We lost a guy, and I was seeing if he wanted to play with us because he's a local guy, solid player. But he said he was playing with those boys on the NCI team. So I assume they're all playing with them. They've played with them the past few, I think, winter nats. So when they
Yeah.
don't have outcasts, and that's who they usually play with. So um, and the other thing is, I think your the goaltender got picked up, right? From Japan.
Oh,
I'm
did
pretty
he get with
yeah,
what
I'm
team?
pretty sure I think he got picked up by the OC Blades.
Oh, really?
I'm like almost
Like,
positive I
like
heard
back?
that.
Hell
So
yeah.
yeah.
I'm not. I didn't. He told me, but he didn't clarify which team because I was asking him if it was the men's team or which team. So,
Yeah, I think it might be that's the one thing I don't know. It could be the plat team, right? Like I'm not sure because they do have a
are you
plat.
just going based off the last name? You're like that
No,
looks.
no, no. I had someone text me that.
He
So
messaged us, but I didn't know it was pro.
yeah, I'll double
Okay.
check, but someone had messaged me that. We might have to have a little bit of a like culpa on that one, but I'm pretty sure he got picked up. So
That's no. He did get picked up. For sure. I just didn't know which team.
what a shame, man. He could have flights and everything booked out coming across the world.
Yeah,
So
that's brutal. All
but
right. Well, next, LeBeta Freeze, very. I would say they're another. Palma right now is the favorite to win this tournament. I would say Freeze is right up there with them with the roster. They do have a core of the guys that have played with them from the summer transitioning into now. And when you got guys like Kyle Novak on your team, honestly, the way that he's been playing the last year and a half, he's one of those players that are a game changer. And then you got Brandon Baumgartner too, dude, unbelievable on D side.
Rockman can snipe.
Yeah, so you did.
This audio was created with Podcastle.ai.
Unbelievable on D side.
Rockman can snipe.
Yeah, so you have definitely a deep team too.
It was interesting in winter nationals because your first game always tends to be like a like tournament changer, right? Like because a lot of guys first games in any tournament are tough, especially winter nationals because it's kind of like kicking off your roller year. So
Yeah.
those first games and that first day really is super important. And then, everyone gets in flow and things. You kind of see who everyone really is on that day too. And it's a grind, right? Like we've talked about with several people, doing a roller tournament's a grind. You got 2 games a day, and then if you get to the playoffs, you're potentially playing three, right? So it's a grind of a weekend. And I always love
And
NARCH
when you're
wins.
at this age now on that old body, man,
Bro,
whew, working all week.
it's getting there. I'm just happy, and I love my son obviously, but like man, he wakes up at like 4 a.m. sometimes, and he just like will not stop. He's like Paw Patrol and hockey. That's all he wants to. Like it's tough. Like the past 3 nights, like I've just like woken up and he's like standing by my bedside, and I'm like, oh, what the hell happened? Maybe like what happened? Like why are you awake right now? So it's gonna be nice to get some shut eye and like be able to sleep. So,
Yeah,
but
it
yeah.
doesn't happen at these tournaments.
No, I always like winter nationals because one, the weather's always awesome. Like I was looking at, it's like 75, 70s, like all week sunny. So I'm pretty pumped that the weather's looking pretty promising. And I always like those night games, man. Those night games in the wintertime, it's a little chilly outside. It's like perfect weather. So nothing beats that for sure.
Absolutely. All right, let's move on to the next team, which the next roster that we have that's out, Lebeda Fusion. Some of your boys from back home that we're pretty
Yeah.
much already went over
Yeah.
most of those players as well too earlier in the beginning.
Yeah. It's a
One
lot
player
of
that I don't really recognize that I guess you could tell me more is 28, Alec Nikolai.
yeah, he's my boy. So he was like he came out to Colorado when
Wait,
he
hold on. Is Schulte playing with you?
Yeah, we got Derek Schultz. I was just
I
about to
thought
say.
Schultz quit hockey and threw his
Now we're
hockey bag
back.
away.
Schultz is back.
There ain't
Back to the
no way
gut.
Schultz is showing up. There's not a chance in
Dude,
hell.
I got
Schultz,
his twig right here. Look at this. He got a stick from my boy back at home, a little Bauer Proto.
he's
So,
not showing up.
he got his flight. He's meeting us. So, coincidentally enough,
How the hell did you get Derek Schultz to come
he's a
out of
Philly guy.
retirement?
He's
He's a
good friends
Philly
with.
guy.
Yeah, he is. He's from Philly. He lives in South Carolina now,
You
but
act like it's a cult. Like, yeah, dude, he got called. He has to show up.
no, he got his flight is what I was saying. So he got his flight. He's actually we never get to fly directly to Irvine, and
So
this
what was
time
your pool like? I'm just so confused how you got him. Like he quit
I,
hockey
I
and threw.
I didn't. So the guy on our team, Nick, is like really close with him, and I never thought about like even asking because like he hasn't been around, right? He moved. So and then he hit me up and he was like, "Hey, I'm down for Winter Nationals. Like, I'm off. Like, I have the availability to go." So and Derek's a guy who's like always in shape and
Yeah,
he's always doing something. He's always active. So like, I'm not worried about him at all. Like, he's just gonna be a little rat out there that he is, and we got a nice little skate on
and
that
he
third.
had a he had an unbelievable man. We're at 10 minutes already. He had,
Yeah. Yeah.
he had an unbelievable like for 2 to 3 years, like
Yeah, he had a run, dude.
game changer.
Yeah,
To
he had a run.
yeah,
So yeah, a little sneaky pickup from us. And then it's pretty much like so we were saying about Nikolai, he's a Philly guy too, but he played Pie Hod like in semi-pro and never really made the jump, but like started playing with us more and more. All these guys, pretty much everyone on this team played summers besides Trevor Mack wasn't with us. He played with chemistry in the summer. Lochner, he's gonna kill me for not pronouncing his name right, but he was with the Car Show Blast. So all these guys, have played, either with us or in some capacity. We picked up Travis last year for summer nationals. He was a great add to our team. He's a good guy. Hustle's always in shape too. He's a great defenseman, shutdown guy. So yeah, I mean, we're pretty much the same. We had a decent like run at NARCH. We just had a crappy second day. Like we got smoked by Carshield after they lost to who was it in round robin? They lost to the Wheelers, and we got their next game. So they came out like pissed off, guns a blazing. And we were trying to we should have, probably like boxed it up, played a little more defensive. And they put up like it was like 6-2 or something. And then, we lost the Skittles 2-1 on a shorthanded goal, which is like the worst thing ever. Thanks, Frankie Jirac. But I just gotta say that because he's not coming. I'm just giving him a little ripping him a little bit. But yeah, so we had a nice little run. Then we played the freeze in that playing game, lost in with like a minute left in the game, something like that. So we're going out with pretty much the same team, missing a few guys. One of our guys, Huff, isn't coming because he coaches. But yeah, so I mean, like we're still waiting on a lot of rosters here, but the Mach 1 chemistry roster to jump on that real quick. Yeah,
Yeah,
15.
yeah. So
That's
one,
a
they got
football
another
team.
deep one. A lot of these guys are from Arizona though that I recognize. I know
Yeah,
Brett Jackson from New York, Bryden Frisk. He's from Canada but lives down in Arizona.
yeah.
But a lot of these guys too are the USA players, the
Yeah,
team
the
juniors.
junior team. Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Which makes
got
sense because Vio's coaching them. So
you got Brendan Reed, Brett Jackson, Bryden Frisk, Christian Petro
Petromonaco.
Monaco,
Yeah,
Cole Taylor,
Petromonaco.
Jay Stanbro, Jonathan Leishman, Jordan Nahai Barkar. I don't even know how
Fire
to say
car.
his name.
Yeah.
Matthew Fisher, Santi Gonzalez, Tyler Planey, Tyler Larson, and Zach Hoffman. Yeah, they got a good team, deep team though too.
I don't know if this is the same Zach Hoffman from my area, but if it is, I haven't seen that kid play in a long
No, this
time.
kid's from Arizona. He
Yeah,
plays with the I think he played with GCU or still does, and then
yeah, there was a
plays
he's
for
been
the Fleas as well too in Paiha.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So I
But
mean,
their
young,
goalies,
young team, young
yeah,
team.
Chris Marcillo and John Fox are the.
Mars, he's my 30 plus goalie too. So shout out to Mars.
There you go. All right, let's
Yeah,
go. We are in a time crunch here, so
yeah.
we got we're about to do a little over a 5 minute power play. Palma Labeta Golden Knights. It's the Palma Labeta Golden Knights. The only player I
But PJ.
say, and they're not missing anybody. They added PJ DiMartino.
Yeah, missing Kevin Mooney, obviously,
Oh,
but
Mooney's not on there.
well, Kevin Mooney's not.
Oh, you're
Kyle,
right. My bad. Kyle's
yeah,
on there.
Kevin, yeah, Kevin is.
Oh, overseas in Spain trying to win a Copa del Rey there.
There
They
you
got
go.
Alex Kyle, Etan Chavera, John Seamer, Junior Cadiz, Kyle Mooney, Parker Conant, PJ DiMartino, Taylor Arneson, Travis Noe, and Tyler Gonzalez. Tendies, as always, Clay Taylor and Patrick Pagolsi. What? What?
I just think the name was wrong, but it's all
God,
right.
whatever. Anyways, it's Palma. Nothing changes. They add PJ DiMartino. They get a little faster on the back end, move the puck a little up more. It's going to be very dangerous to see PJ and John on the same line if they are with how they forecheck. When you have PJ on the D end and then you have John under your forecheck, that's a
Yeah.
hard line to beat. So,
Yeah, you got PJ closing guys out. John just
but what I've
pulling
seen,
back.
and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but PJ tends to play offense with these different teams. Like Carshield, he played offense, right?
Yeah, it depends. So kind of looking at it, you have Mooney, Parker, Taylor. And I guess, yeah, I mean, I would assume
You'd
the
have PJ,
spots
yeah.
for PJ would be on D. Because you got Alex Kyle's a forward, Eton forward, Seamer forward, Cadiz forward, No forward, and Gonzalez forward. So, and the thing is with Palma, which is always interesting because they're local, like some of these guys do miss like round robin games, right? So I
Yeah.
assume like John's coming in, he's not missing any because he doesn't live in Cali anymore. But like, you'll see like Travis or Eton miss a game here or there. So I would
The
assume
Cali
that
guys, they always got something going on, like they're
there's like, yeah, dude,
yeah,
whatever.
bro, we got like
I this is a funny story. So there's a guy who lives out there, Bryce Nielsen, and when he played Shakers with us once, he missed the game because we had a morning game. And we're like, dude, like, why'd you miss the game? He's like, I've never missed the surf. Like, and he just had to go surfing. He literally said to us, he's like, I've never missed the surf. And he's like cool dude. Like loved him. He was the man. Like every time I see him out there, it was like shoot the shit, but he's like never missed the surf, and he just like he's like went like 2 years without missing the day of surfing. So it was funny, just like hearing that. I was just like, what? We had a game, like it would have been like win to get in sort of situation. And he
But
just was
that
like,
is like that's the lifestyle out there. It's
yeah,
just
it's
like
awesome.
laid back and then nah,
It's
it's
like,
just totally different. We'll
yeah,
get
I'm
there
out
when
there
we
for a
get
long
there, man.
time. I'm out there for a long time. I don't leave till Tuesday, so I'm leaving Thursday. I'm out there on Tuesday, yeah. Because
Well,
30 and overs goes an extra day, right? So it goes into Monday.
have fun
So
with that.
it's gonna be a long time, a lot of money.
A lot
A
of
lot of
money.
fun for me. So
You got so I don't have we don't have the rosters for the Golden Knights Academy, Skittles, OC Blades, or Black Ice 2.0. But safe to say, you know, I guess we could assume who's going to be on the Skittles, which is going to be this,
same cast of characters.
yeah, you got Abamont, you got Brian Foster. Um, I'm sure our boy,
Grayson Yada,
yeah, Charlie Robinson will be in net, I'm sure. So
my boy Jonathan Jogiel. Love that dude.
is he gonna be playing with or not
Yeah,
John? I thought my bad. I thought you were about to say Matt Wisner.
yeah, now Wheezy's and he just got traded actually. Matt Wheezy just got
Ooh.
traded to Fayetteville.
This audio was created with Podcastle.ai.
Actually, Matt Wheezy just got
Ooh.
traded to Fayetteville. That's
You get
that's
traded in the Fed?
my boy. No, he's in the SB,
Okay.
but you can't get traded to the Fed actually. But it's funny because Wheezy, like he was
My bad, dude.
no Wheezy actually had wheels shipped to his house because he lives in Newport, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna make it to Philly in time, so I just had him shipped to his house. So thanks, Mr. Wiesner, Alan Wiesner, and Matt Wiesner for taking care of the boys, accepting our wheels.
That's so
Not
wait,
sure.
you got them shipped there this week?
Yeah, they got there yesterday actually, and their places like we're staying in Newport this year, like on the beach. It's actually pretty sick. So I'll take some videos, but his house is like a mile
You
from
know,
one.
that is always sick going to tournaments and actually having a good spot, having a good Airbnb. When we went to Arizona, we had a nice Airbnb set up with
Yeah,
the
places
pool
with
in the
sick golf.
background,
Yeah,
golf,
putting
and
green.
yeah, everything, and that changes tournament vibes. It changes like where you want to go hang out. Like sometimes after games and stuff like that, you're like, all right, let's go get a good bite to eat. But if you got a nice pad and you guys got a barbecue there, man,
Yeah,
like we went and bought a whole bunch of just like burgers and stuff, and we had the best time chilling at the Airbnb. So I think sometimes the Airbnb, the bib situation, the hotel situation,
bib. At the
that
Dwyer
changes
turn, the bib.
the bib, dude. That's the Dwyer term.
Bib.
I think that's the Connex term, like Tommy, like a Tommy
Yeah.
Toohey type thing.
That
But
was a crazy story too when they were telling us about
in St. Louis, was
St.
that?
Louis. They're like, yeah, we like walked into this like abandoned factory, but it had like a game room. It was like,
Well,
but it,
wasn't there like Airbnb in this like kind of looked like an abandoned factory, but then
yeah,
they
it was
had
like it
like
was like an industrial complex.
yeah.
Like it was bananas, but
In Denver, they used to have studios like that where you could like I mean, everywhere used to be big. They used to have open studio layout housing like that, right?
yeah,
I think that's what it was similar what he was talking about.
yeah. But we like decided we're like, the games start a little later in Winter
We
Nationals.
got a minute left.
Yeah, we're gonna have to record another one, I guess. But yeah, we just wanted to stay closer to the beach and be able to kind of enjoy our time, away from the rink, on the beach with food that you can walk to. Like we have a big van and another car, so like driving a big van around kind of sucks all the time. So just easier to kind of stay places where we could walk to get food, walk to get coffee, things like that. So made the pulled the trigger on the Airbnb right behind Baja Sharkies. So it's gonna be interesting.
You're right behind Baja Sharkies.
Yeah, like literally it's adjacent to Baja
Who
Sharkies.
picked that?
Me.
Yeah, smart move, smart move, smart
Okay.
move. All right, well, we can get into talking a little bit about the women's if you would like.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna take a little intermission, come back
Yep,
for the
take intermission. We'll be back.
fresh
Fresh,
sweep,
fresh tile.
fresh tile, good sweep.
Good sweep.
Even
Nice
scrub.
little I think some places have that little like Zamboni, you know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
talking?
we got a scrubber.
Yeah, we used to have one at RMR, but back from halftime, back on the rink, wheeling around, talking about the NARCH Women's Pro action.
Here we
Four
go.
teams, Quattro, NCI Phoenix, Palma La Beta Golden Knights, Ringster Factory Team and Vibe Runners.
All right, get into it. So
Let's. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Vibe Runners is a combo of the Road Runners girls and the
Yeah,
Vibe girls. So
yeah.
Vibe Runners makes sense. Um, Ringster with a little team name change, calling it the Ringster Factory Team.
I think they did that last year.
I think they did it over summer. I think
Yeah.
that's when they maybe started it, but I like that. We've always talked about bring back the factory teams.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
I like it. I like it like Team Mission, Team Tour, Team
Yeah,
LaBeta. I mean,
yeah,
honestly, Palma LaBeta Golden Knights, I get their that should be
yeah,
Team LaBeta.
yeah.
Um,
But bring back the factory teams.
yeah, no, exactly. So yeah, you got the four teams, and I'll say with I really don't know if there could be more women's teams or not. I feel like they are on the grow where they do get more, women's and more youth involved now too. So I think in a couple of years you're going to see a lot more of the women's teams. I know over summer that was a very big thing for the freeze showdown, the women's freeze showdown at State Wars. So there's a big division in there too. So this
Yeah,
division is mostly dominated by Ringster Factory Team and Palma. I mean, let's just get down to it, right?
they literally face each other, I think, in every single championship
For the
ever.
last like 6, 7 years. Six, seven.
Oh no.
But it is mostly either Ringster Factory Team Palma coming out on top, and I hate to say it, but that's kind of like what you're waiting to see. That's the game in that division, what you're waiting to see, right?
Yep.
See that round robin game, and then you hope they see each other in the championship because it's going to be a great championship. When those two teams play each other, I love it. It's a great game.
Yeah.
Unbelievable too.
Yeah.
Um,
I think last year at Winter Nats there was some theatrics too. I think like Vicky threw a big hit at the end of the game. Like there was some theatrics.
Dude, Vic, she
She
gets
gets,
into
she
it.
gets, she gets, and her sister's on the other team, which is funny, right? So,
Her sister's
uh,
the goalie on the other team.
yeah, on the other team, yeah. So, but like but it's funny because like we've talked to a lot of the girls, and they all say like it used to be a little more heated, but it's still heated on the rink, right? But like off the rink, I think everything's kind of like settled down where there's not as much like BS going on. But when you watch those two teams play, like you could just feel the intensity in those games, like. I actually love when I get to like, and I don't know if I'll do it. I guess I'll have time since I'm there the extra days to do like the live stream for their championship. I always love live streaming their championship game because like it's funny, like they'll see us live streaming and they get fired up. And I think it like it always adds like another level of like competitiveness, right? So that's what we're all looking for. But the NCI Phoenix team, from what I understand, has some of the Black Guys 2.0 girls on it,
Okay.
combined with the like typical NCI team. So they should
Like
be,
I was like Miranda Lemus.
yeah, like Miranda Lemus. I'm
Okay.
not sure anybody after that, but from what I understand, they're gonna have some of the Black Guys 2.0 girls on it. And that Black Guys 2.0 team, so you're just saying this, that is a team that's going to be up and coming.
Yeah,
Like
they're
we're
good.
not seeing, yeah, like we're not seeing the
I didn't.
effect.
If I would have known that they were the NCI Phoenix, probably would have, obviously said something there because that Black
Yeah,
Eyes 2.0 team, they're
they're
they're a
good.
very
They're
good women's
young.
team.
Yeah, they're good. They love it. And like you were saying earlier, I think you hit the nail on the head. We're not seeing it right now, but I think eventually you're going to start seeing more teams compete for those two positions. So, the Palma and Ringster team, like they say it all the time, like, oh, we're getting older, blah, blah, blah. Someone else is going to come in here pretty soon, I think, within the next couple of years and make a real push to be a new champion. And we love to see it. And then the Vibe team had a really good showing at NARCH Summers, and the Roadrunners girls the same thing. So maybe if looking at the rosters, I'm not super familiar with a lot of the names, but if they're kind of like the best of both, and they're able to kind of gel quickly in a tournament, that could be a competitive team as well.
Well, the Vibe Runners is also a little of a older team as well, too, correct?
Yeah. Like Charlotte Nicholson's on the team. She was
Yeah.
like ran the Masters USA team this year. Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, it is nice you have a little more of that leadership on that side, but you do
Yeah.
have that a younger team as well too. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, if that NCI Phoenix team is a mix of that Black Ice 2.0 team with Palma LaBeta Golden Knights, the women's team, they have their core, but not like their true core, right? Like you have their mainstays, like Vicky always there, Gino always there, Lindsey Grigg, Lily
Alicia
Pogu.
making her way back.
Yeah, and Alicia's back. Her first tournament's
Yeah.
gonna be back too.
Saw a
So
little post she had up the other day. She was like switching her wheels and stuff. So
yeah,
you'll
dude,
see her back in the backyard pool. Sick backyard, by the way.
yeah,
Like
nice
that was
pool
yeah.
parties there.
Yeah, like what?
But then you also got some other ladies I know that played over summer with them or kind of now starting to. But it's not like they're full court what they have. I know they
Yeah.
had the Spain girls that usually come over. They're not here. Montana's not there as well. So they are missing some of those players.
What's going to be interesting for them is that they don't have Frankie in net and they have Kat is
Yeah,
starting. But
Cat's
Kat's really
good.
good.
Cat's
It's
nasty.
really good. Like I'm
I
actually
always thought her and Danielle Spearoff were like one of like
and
very
Danielle's the Vibe Runners goalie. That's funny you say
yeah.
that. Yeah. Danielle's awesome. She's sick. So like she's like one like Pi semi-pro. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah,
she's
she's good.
great goalie. But
Very
I
good.
but I always saw Kat like I watch her like in the games she plays and stuff, super mechanical. Like I'm interested to see her like kind of backstopping that team to see how she does.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think she's one of the top goalies, women's goalies.
Yeah, I think she's awesome.
She's young. And she plays like growing up. She played a lot of boys hockey, and a lot of
Yeah.
guys. So
Oh yeah.
she's used to seeing faster paced shots too, and she's used to all these different pace. So,
Yeah.
her and Miranda did a really good job on the women's RDN podcast they were doing too for the summer. So it'd be awesome to get them back on.
Gotta get them back.
Yeah, let's get them back. They
Give the
killed
girls
it.
a shift.
Yeah, let's give them a shift. Get on the shift. Let's go. Let's get
Shift.
on the rink.
Give them a ring. Touch some tile. But
Pucks on.
yeah,
Did
I
you say
mean,
pucks on tile?
yeah, touch some tile, touch some
I
tile.
like that.
But yeah, I
What's
mean, like, we're all looking forward to that, that game in round robin and then potentially in the championship as well. So
Yeah, so let's move on to I would even say arguably, I think they do. They have the best jerseys in roller every tournament. Something new.
This audio was created with Podcastle.ai.
Best jerseys in roller every tournament. Something new. The design's always sick. Something really kind of I would say like fashion oriented
yeah,
too.
and they have a new logo
And they have a new logo,
and it's gray.
and it's gray. So
So we'll
the
see.
Ringster factory team, which known as Rats,
Right.
wonder what kind of jerseys they're gonna have. But this team,
Texting her right now, see if they have new jerseys.
but one thing that obviously that I do love about this team that they have a core that they're there every tournament, and they're all based in California. I think other than Ali Era and uh, Anna Sierra. But
Hmm.
all of them are based in California. You know, they're all there. They can play together. But every tournament they enter, they're always there. So that is one cool thing that you always see about this team, and
Yeah.
they're just
Dedicated.
they're the pinnacle of a women's team, and honestly, a pro team in general, not just a women's team, but what they do for the sport in the whole broader schemes of roller hockey,
Yeah.
throwing women's drafts, throwing different women's Ironmans tournaments, growing their youth division, having junior women's teams,
The
uh,
boots on the ground.
boots
Literally.
on the ground. And I know Laura and Allie are really behind that. Laura
Yeah.
does a tremendous job, and so does Allie. So they really like men's, women's, whatever, youth, adult, like when you see their posts, you know who's posting, right? They
Yeah,
do.
they're leading the path for sure.
Yeah, they do. They do a great job. So one thing that I'm always excited to see about this team is one, the jerseys, and two, dude, they bring it. They're a nasty team to watch because they play good.
I remember the one live stream I did. Jen Freeman was doing like the in between periods kind of like
Bro,
pump up thing. I was like about to like throw my phone
run
and
through a wall.
yeah, I was about to jump on the ring, start playing. Like she had the girls fired up.
She did.
Um,
She did. And then
so well,
one
we're
thing,
getting we got some bubbles coming back by the way from Laura. I asked her if she got new winners. Ooh, she did.
yeah,
I'm not
she
gonna show them on the pod. I'll show you after, but
I so one thing I do want to say too that I loved about this team is I don't know. He's a character. He's a Stanley Cup champion, but his sister's on this team as well too. Bailey Bennett, she is good. Now she's just started playing with them over summer. I
yeah.
don't think she played with them really before that, but she started playing with them over summer. I think over summer, Bo Bennett, he jumped on bench too with this team, and he would only post roller hockey things about this team. So
Uh,
it is kind of cool to see, but adding her on their team too, they have a deep roster. All right, you okay over there, Anth? I'm trying to talk puck here, and you're looking at your phone.
Well, she sent me the pic. I'm gonna send it to
Yeah,
you
we're in a
now.
podcast.
I know, but this is like
Yeah,
live.
the pick can wait. We're in a podcast.
Man, we're good. We're good. We're good. I was listening. I was listening. She just sent me another picture, so I sent it to you so you could see.
Those are nasty.
Those are nasty, but if you zoom in, that's what's nasty. I didn't notice something until you actually zoom in. That's why I gave you the O face. But anywho, um, Rinxer always comes out clean. Like their jerseys are always clean, and that's what I'll say about.
What am I looking at zooming in?
Well, you could just see a little bit of a. I didn't notice it originally when you zoom in, but you could see. I don't want to give it away, but you could see stripes on it that I didn't notice at
Oh
first.
yeah, I can see that right away.
Well, you're on your computer. I was on my phone. It's a lot harder to see.
It's kind of like the blue gold dress. You remember that dress?
No, what's
White
that?
gold dress? Dude, it was like 2016. Remember like there was like a picture of a white dress, white and gold dress, or a blue dress.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, I thought I was completely out to lunch on that first
Yeah,
part.
you're out to
Oh, yeah.
lunch tonight. I could tell.
Studios, dude.
This
Definitely studios.
whatever you guys smoke in Philly, it ain't okay.
And, there's just
It ain't
nobody
okay.
okay. There's nobody. We got Barry running the streets. How can we be okay?
Yeah, you got Barry and Della running the streets. Could you imagine getting pulled over by Barry Needler or Della? And
Della
I'm
kind
sure
of
they're
like looks
phenomenal
like
at
a
their
cop
job.
though. Like
What?
Della looks like a cop with like the muzzy, tight
Yeah,
haircut.
you ain't outrunning Della.
Nah, he's like kind of like oddly a freak of like athleticism
Yeah,
because
you
like
remember when we
he's just
interviewed
a
him and
cheese.
we were talking to him about like what he does in college, like what are you doing? And he's like, I don't drink at all. I'm like,
Yeah.
all
Remember
right.
when we interviewed him? He just had like how people usually have like whiskey bottles, vodka bottles on top of their like
It was
cabinetry.
protein.
The protein. We're like, what? And all he does is eat like protein shakes and grilled cheese. I don't know if he's like his palate's like developed at all, but like, dude, we were in Argentina and my man was just eating like butter pasta, like just plain pasta and like I don't even know if he eats chicken, honestly. Like I really don't. I'm
Dude,
sure
there
he,
are some weird people like that, and they're all roller hockey players that like they only eat chicken fingers,
yeah, like
macaroni and cheese,
yeah,
and
it's
that's it.
weird. I
Yeah.
eat it like yeah, I'm like pretty good with eating. Like I'll try everything kind of, but yeah, it's fun. He's an interesting cat for sure. So
All right, well, let's get back on topic real quick.
yeah.
And I think the Ringster factory team, they'll probably release some new wheels too that they'll be rocking because they're always rocking something new, right? Um, Obviously they're the favorite to win this tournament just with their roster size and who they are, but can't count out any of the other teams. So
Yeah, Palma's got a little lighter of a roster than they normally have. So sometimes that can help because you're touching the tile a little more, touching the puck a little more. So sometimes that can help. I think having Alicia back in as a player, not just on the bench, I think that's going to be huge because she plays so hard. So I think that's going to be a big add for them that they didn't have over the summer. So, but you're missing, some big names that you had mentioned like over the summer. So. Um, yeah, so it'll be, I mean, like I said, they're kind of the game that we're looking out for, initially. So
all right, we're gonna move on. Real quick, we're gonna go over.
tonic chassis.
We can, yeah. I wanted to go over the 18s division though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So 18U, always a good division. I always love 18U. It's really that next stride where you see these players take that jump. Some of these players are in college already and they're coming back from college. They really got that college experience, right? Then you got these kids that are still in high school that are making that extra step to go to
They're playing
college. So
16s and 18s.
yeah, we'd have Bulldogs Black, Maven Astros, Maven Thunderbirds, Palma Lebeda Golden Knights, Ringster Alberta Ice, Tour OC Blades Black, Tour OC Blades Red, and Unify Connex Black Ice.
I
Um,
mean, everyone but the Bulldogs have like a sponsor, right? On there. Like they're all like,
yeah, I mean, Bulldogs were sponsored by their own rink.
yeah, yeah. They're Corona, the
Yeah,
Corona
they're the
Bulldogs.
Corona Bulldogs.
Yeah. So
Whoever made the schedule, I think they missed
shout
probably
out to yeah, shout out to
whoever
Ben.
made the NARCH schedule probably messed that up.
No, I didn't. That's how it was in there because
Uh
they had another team in that division. I think it was a young team, and they actually moved down to 16s.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So 8 teams in this 18U division. Two are OC two are OC Blades Black. I would say is probably one of the favorites. Reason why is they do have a lot of the core from their 16s, probably moving up to the 18s. And my boy Braylon Green, the dog himself.
That's why. Yeah,
That's my boy Braylon
boy.
Green. Kid's nasty. I mean, honestly,
I got to focus on that when we're out there. 16s and 21s. I want to focus on like when I'm out there, try to catch some of those games for
yeah,
sure.
18s. I would watch out for Braylon Green, one of the top players. I know Maven Thunderbirds are going to have a lot of different players from around too. Palma Beta Golden Knights always have a good 18U team. And I
Yeah, there
think
we go.
I'm not sure if John's coaching this team this year, but I think he has in the years past, and they've always done really well. Ringster, Alberta Ice. I really do not know who's on that team, but anytime we do get a Canadian team down here, it's always nice.
Balls to the wall. They
Well,
just play like maniacs. So
absolutely. So I think it'll be a good division. I know Bulldogs Black's always good.
yeah,
TK, or I know TK always is kind of coaching. I don't
yeah.
think
He usually
18s.
take.
He goes younger. He goes
He
like
does a
he's.
lot of the younger teams. They have like because they have
But I
so
would love to see TK coaching
yeah.
an 18U team.
Yeah, the Bulldogs have so many teams in all of the divisions that like you get to I'm sure there's just like scheduling wise, it's just impossible to keep them all separated. So
Yeah,
you'll see like Ben on the bench sometimes, you'll see TK on the bench. So it's kind of like a committee,
yeah.
that helps that organization. But man, they show I'll
It's
tell you
like
that
OC Blades. I mean, you see the same thing. They
exactly.
have the
Yeah.
whole thing, different coaches for each age group, and you have to.
Tyler does a great job with them, right? Maxwell. And
Skyler is
I'll say
tremendous advocate for the sport.
yeah, exactly. And I'll say with the Bulldogs, they're like from running these tournaments, like they're my favorite because they always have their stuff in order. So I'll give them a nice shout out that they're very organization driven too. So like I like that because it makes my life easy. So 18 U's is always interesting too and fun to watch because it's a little more reckless. Like they're not as defensive. So I like that division a lot because it's a lot of running gun and they don't really sit back, which makes it a fun division to watch. Yeah,
No,
pay attention. You're on your phone. No, no, no.
yeah, I'm getting chirped because I told you guys this that we're gonna show every clip of Joy getting lit up in every promo
Uh,
we do. So now my best
This audio was created with Podcastle.ai.
Joy getting lit up in every promo
uh,
we do. So now my best friend doesn't even want to talk to me at this time.
oh my gosh, she's probably not gonna talk to me out
Jesus
there.
Christ, gonna go out and gonna go drive off a cliff here shortly.
Nick.
I mean, I told you guys we showed the same clip 4 times in a row in the promo.
Yeah, it's he wanted to change it. We just, time was
Sorry,
like,
I'm sorry, Joy. I don't know what to tell you, dude. Like, I'm getting reamed over here by my best friend. My other best friend's yelling at me because I'm not listening to a podcast. Like, what are we gonna do? So, is what it is. We'll live.
yeah. I mean, hey, listen, we had one person working the camera there, so it was tough.
Yeah. Sorry, we're just gonna post on. Oh well. Anyways, we'll segue. 18U, always a great division, like you were talking about. Though they don't slow the puck down; they move the puck.
Yeah.
And they always are. You just see them take that jump, right, from the next level and really see who's going to be the game changer, who's really going to keep with it and wanting to play longer. You really see that in 18s and 16s separate. So, um, I guess one other division that I always think is very interesting, big division as well too, very competitive, which is the men's platinum division.
Yeah, more teams in it too, which is cool. You like for a while, you remember it was only like four
I
teams
mean,
for
you
a
always had
while.
the Silver Knights winning, and then you had LaBeta Freeze come in, and now they've kind of swept it up the last couple of years.
And I know the OC Blades, they actually had a pretty decent showing over summer. Um, the Raiders always have like the same kind of crew. The Cooney Tune Snipers. I know they picked up a couple guys too. Um, from like the East Coast. So you got Unified Rhinos in there, Reapers. So this is a bigger division than normal, which is cool. I think it's what, 7 teams. So that's a little bigger than normal, which is cool.
Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. The Silver Knights, they're like the as Tim would say, the pinnacle of the turn of the
You like that, right?
yeah, I love that word. Pinnacle is amazing. But they're the pinnacle of the men's platinum division. They should really change their name to the Palma Beta Platinum Knights because
Pinnacle, Pinnacle Knights.
the Pinnacle Knights, yeah, the Pinnacle Knights because they win. But no, they always have that core, right? And they always have the core that will always be there, which is good going into these kind of tournaments because men's platinum, you kind of it's a lot of those players that either aging out of that or not aging out, but are kind of just I would guess say aging out of the pro division, just getting a little
Yeah,
too old, too slow. Players that aren't quite there to the pro division either, but they could play if you gave them a chance, right? So
100%.
going to these tournaments, you find a lot of players. I'd say it's not an individual team aspect, but you don't get a lot of teams going, right? Like
Yeah.
Palma. Lameda Freeze have done a really good job keeping the same core guys together. So it'll be interesting seeing this division as there's 7 teams. Like you said, OC Blades are very good. Raiders always bring a good
Yeah.
men's platinum team as well
Yeah,
too.
they're not a team that kind of sticks to their crew, right? Their
Yeah,
core. So
yeah. I mean, even like
um,
the Ringster KT Snipers too, but you do find a lot of players kind of jumping on teams in this division too.
yeah, it's gonna be tight. Like I'm not sure who's gonna be on the Reapers and the Rhinos. It's all you never know what you're getting
They're a
there.
younger group of kids too.
Yeah.
They're younger, but they're always pretty good as well. I know they're a California team, so for a while I think they were called the Spearmint Rhinos. If I was wrong,
The name's sick.
no, they were. I'm like 100% sure they were.
Name's sick. I wasn't not joking. That name's sick.
Pretty sure it's a strip club in Vegas.
And moving on,
Yeah. Anyway, so that was the men's platinum division. 7 teams there for you guys. That's all I got on that.
I don't even know what to say in regards to that last comment. It's like just I mean you might get questioned why you know that now.
Because, dude, I saw it on there. I'm not even gonna explain it.
Yeah.
But long story short, that's the NARCH Winter Nationals preview for you guys, recapping or I guess previewing some of the divisions. Beyond the Boards, a State War story, Chapter 2. My favorite word, the Pinnacle, releases this Thursday, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Tell your mama, tell your friends, tell your daddy, tell everyone you gotta know. Tell them to watch it. YouTube, Roller Dad News.
Yeah. First epi had really good response. I think everyone I spoke with, like even guys at my rank, were just like, dude, I didn't know this. Like I knew you do the roller dad stuff, like we follow the page, but like I didn't realize like State Wars was like that, or like, tournaments were like this. And I think that first episode did a good job of kind of just like showing our sport and the personalities in it and how many great people there are playing the sport, which was, I think what our goal was. And I think the people who watched it really got to see that. So I even had, I started with a new company, and the guy's a big hockey guy from Chicago. And he's like, he even watched it, and he like sent me a text. He's like, dude, that was like, you were a part of that. That was like really cool to watch. I didn't know roller hockey was like that. His daughter like plays for the Chicago State team in ice. And he's like, I didn't realize roller was that intense. I was like, yeah, man, it's like it's pretty big, like, So really happy with how it's been turning out. And now episode 2, um, kind of focusing on the Palma Beta Golden Knights men's team. So it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna show some of their personalities a little closer. And Yeah, man, I don't know what you have to say about it, but I was just super happy about, really, like, honestly, just like so happy about how it turned out.
I was pumped, bro. No, it's a the first episode, and I think we've seen them all basically.
Yeah,
Second, the first one does a really good job at previewing, like you're saying, what State Wars is, but what roller hockey is too. It gives you an intro to what you're gonna expect. The Pinnacle, I'm pretty pumped about this one just to be able to see the men's side, just get a little more deeper into like, interviews with Junior Cadiz, Travis Noe, the Mooney brothers, Scott Savage, Rob Chernaman. You also get to see how the lottery pick is drawn and like just more, I
That's
guess,
awesome scene.
yeah, just B-roll, right? And just behind the scenes. And that's something that we're going to try to not just there, but capture even more, right? Just like how this tournament came together. And we've always done that through Roller Dad News. We have always done that through stories, pictures, everything. I'll jump behind my camera, take pictures. I'll do stories. When Ant's at NARCH, he does that. When I'm at State Wars, I do that. But this is now a professional cinematic version, and it's always kind of brought in like what we've always wanted to tell, what we believe roller hockey is and what this State Wars is. Like it's really cool to show that. So it's going to be on for years to come for everybody to watch. So I think it's going to be super
Yeah.
cool going year to year, right? And learning more things, more people in the sport, just different stories. So this coming summer, like I can't even imagine like where and who we're going to be able to get to interview and what the story we're going to get to be able to tell, right?
Yeah,
Like,
and we've learned a lot in this process. Like in all these, I'll call them pre-production for a professional term, like conversations and chats we're having. Like we've always mentioned, all of us, like how much we love the 24/7 like documentaries. And I think that this is kind of the same feel, same pace as that. And like you said, we're learning things and we're gonna, only grow it moving forward, right? Like that's the goal, is to make this like
dude,
more
I think we're
production.
going to win like an Oscar award or whatever
Dude,
it is. Like in 2 or 3 years, I think it was like the
Golden
Academy
Globe.
Awards. What was on last night where like Amy Poehler won a podcasting award after 43 episodes? But shoot, I think we're going to be on Netflix. I don't really know. So probably catch us in 3 years, like Spittin' Chicklets. We'll be on Netflix.
Yeah,
Beyond
how
the
about
Boards, a
that?
State Wars story.
They're on Netflix now. That's crazy.
I don't know. I watched Spittin' Chicklets on Netflix, and I was like, I don't watch it. I always listen to it.
Yeah,
So,
I listen to it too. It's like a car thing for me. The
but
new,
I think it's a lot of Barstool Sports because you also saw PMTs on there too.
yeah,
And I watched it on there, and I was like, somebody made a comment like, "This isn't a Netflix show. Like, I'm not gonna sit down there and watch it." And I'm like, "You're
yeah.
right. I'm not gonna watch it podcast."
I wonder if there's something else in the works. Portnoy's always got stuff going on. I wonder if
Or
there's
you
something
just
else.
signed with Netflix. Of course, there's something in the works. You just got
Yeah, yeah.
paid. You just got paid.
Well, obviously, getting paid is part of it, right? And they say that in Chicklets, but like, I wonder if there's like something else in the works of like, I don't know, maybe like a documentary on how he started Barstool or something coming out on Netflix. Like, who
It could
knows?
be, but it's also probably like Dave Portnoy went to these guys and we're just like, hey, do you want to like double your salary? Cool, we're gonna take it off YouTube and put it on Netflix.
Yeah,
That's all it was.
probably.
And I mean, like, but you don't have every like 400 and whatever episodes they've done, right? So
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, you saw like Joe Rogan, he signed with Spotify 5 years ago for 100 million. He can go re-sign with anybody again now.
yeah,
So I think he's independent. So it's probably just that. I don't know. This is a hockey podcast. Thank you for listening.
yeah. I
We'll
know.
see you in
Cool.
California.
This audio was created with Podcastle.ai